welcome along and welcome back to Attingham Park. Today we are going to be concentrating on field 13 mainly. We need to get the field finished off with the manure spreading. We need to get it limed and hopefully start getting it seeded. Now, we don't have any water in our lime or our stone crusher to actually make any lime with. So we're going to take our new Massey Ferguson here, dip the trailer in the river and see if we can't sort this out and get things started there. Then we're going to go and spread the remaining manure on the field down the bottom. Once we so that we got a little bit of time to get some lime created, spread some lime, and then hopefully get this Massey doing the first job I was expecting it to do, and that is to actually go and get some seed in the ground. So we're going to try and get the dual wheels on this and get that doing that job as well. So it's going to be a busy old day here now that spring has sprung near Attingham Park. And we really want to get things moving. We have 6 days to get 5 fields planted with the remaining crop this year. Field 13, the one we're concentrating on today, we have just 2 days to get the wheat into that one. We've got 4 days to get the canola into field 12B, so that's the field we'll be concentrating on next. And then after these 2 days are gone, we've then got 4 days to get the sorghum into fields 1, the new sized 2B, and 14. So yeah, it's all go here on the farm. Once we get that all out of the way, we're actually going to be in a fairly good position. So let's back this up into here and unload it. And once that gets going, we should be able to get this started. We've got, stone in here, so 29,000 litres. We need then about 60,000 litres of water, which is the maximum this would take. We're going to start off with just a single trailer full. So let's activate that. Looks like we are out of stuff for our pig feed as well, so we'll deactivate that while we're here. But yeah, so this will now creating lime. It's already created 1,000 litres worth, so it looks like we're going to have plenty of lime to get spread today. I am going to leave this water trailer here then, and we'll take this over to the workshop so that we can get some dual wheels on it shortly. First, though, we're going to head back down to the bottom and get the remaining manure spread over on field 13. So down here, I've got my manure spreader waiting to load up. We've got a trailer full of manure. I think we're going to have plenty here to get this field finished. And my plan is to move on to field 12B. So the bottom end down here once we got this field done. First though, we do need to get field 13 done, and if I don't get my priorities right, we're not going to get the field done right. And we're going to need our 7610 here to get the lime spread, because we're going to be using our little lime spreader on that. So we need to get this back up to the farm. There's actually something else that we need to do today, which is a pretty big upgrade for the farm too. So we're going to go and sort that as well. Let's just get this pile nicely piled up here that we can unload it. There we go. So we should be able to unload this here and then load up some more manure up at the farm later. First, let's just load this up. I think we could actually do this without the weight on the back, and we'd be fine for loading up manure. So we might end up using this 5640 here, our Zebra, to do that. This last grab full should fill everything up, I think. Yep, there we go. 50% left in our manure fork. We will grab that here. So we've got a little bit left down here that we can put into our manure spreader. I want to turn our 7610 off, and we'll take the 7810 here and go and spread the last little bit up the top end of the field. This tractor is now perfect for this kind of job. I think we're probably going to end up using this for carting as well, partly because I think a new trailer is probably in our future for carting, and that is because of something else that has come up today, which I will show you shortly. For now, we want to get this opened up and spreading manure, and hopefully we will be finished on here with the manure after not too long. One thing I have noticed about this field is we've got these differing amounts of nitrogen across it, and it looks like having the chopper running on my tractor, on my combine, which in this case through the sunflowers, has actually put nitrogen back in the soil a little bit. So we got the orange strips around. That's where the chopper has run on the combines, and we've ended up putting a little bit of nitrogen back into the field. So coming up to the end of the field, and yeah, 24% left in here. Just trying to try and spread this last bit as wide as I can. See if we can't get as much of the field as possible. Yep, there we go. So that's really good. That means we now have this field 13, given a good base or good boost to its base nitrogen. Will cost us less in fertilizer overall, which is brilliant. We've got 16% left here. I want to now load this up and take this up to the top corner of field 12B, so that when we get started on there, we've got everything in place. So let's just jump back into this, and then we're going to head up to the main farm. I'm very tempted to fill a trailer with lime and bring it down, and then we should be able to have less distance that we have to then refill on a regular basis. Whether that will be enough to do the whole field, I don't know, but I can always then just run back up to the top and grab some more to keep things going. This tractor is in desperate need of repairs as well. We've been using this little Zebra a lot recently, and now it's showing its use a little bit. Lovely little tractor, absolutely perfect for us. We are done down here though, so I'm gonna get everything repositioned, and then we're gonna have to pop up to the shop because there's something up there we need to go and get. So at the end of the previous day, I got a call from the shop. We have something to go check out down here, and I think I'm probably going to end up buying it. Now, the whole thing with continuing for another year here on Attingham was that I'm going to start modernizing. So we've already got the Massey. That was available to us. Now available in the shop is this, a Case Axle Flow 7150. It's got a bigger capacity than our current combines. It comes with, you can get a header for it that's about 1.5 times the current width of one of our headers, so it won't slow us down too much to have one of these. And we can buy it outright at the moment without too much hassle. So yeah, and then we can sell our combines in order to get the header and get fully set up with it. Now, if I go back, it's got 29.7 hours on it, which is quite a few hours. But looking at our two combines, we've got 18 hours on the TR96 and 45 hours on the TR87. So I'm not too worried about the number of hours on it. It's a little bit high, but this is still going to do us really, really well going into the next year. I'd put Michelin wheels on it and set it to standard. With GPS, we get no option for a number plate on this, so it'll be number plateless. And I think I'll put GPS on it later. We're not going to do that now. But yeah, buy this. Yes, 117,000. That has cost us. But I think it's going to be a really nice addition to the farm. A really great upgrade for us. And yeah, we'll get that back to the farm shortly. And we need now to sell our 2 existing combines, I think. We're down to just £3,491. And if we don't do that, I think we're going to have a problem. So let's bring this here. And then jump into this. And we'll get this back to the farm. And be good. How much damage it's got? It's got a fair whack of damage at the moment. So we're going to have to repair this before harvest season kicks in. What I am hoping, though, is by the time harvest rolls around, we will have sold some of our pigs. And if we can sell some of our pigs by then, we'll be absolutely fine because we'll have plenty of money to cover that with. So with that purchased and back to the farm, I am going to now load up our trailer here with a whole load of lime. We want to get a pile of lime down. We've got both 14 and 13 to get limed. So I want to get that down the bottom there. Let's refill this. 27,000 litres. So we've got plenty of space in here. We're not quite under that spout. Let's, it's got quite a large area there, but let's be a little bit realistic with it. There we go. We can take a maximum of 12,357 litres in this trailer. So we'll take this, we'll head down there, then we'll come back in the 7610 and grab the spreader once we have emptied the trailer. So follow that. There we go. And let's head down and tip this somewhere where we can get easy access to it on both of those fields. Something I do need to do is still stone pick field 2B. So yeah, there's that job to do before we get any sorghum into it. So I think the best place for us to tip this is going to be down here somewhere. Maybe on the corner of the fields just over here. Quite a few bushes around here, but there's a clearish space here that should do us fairly well, or actually right in here. So hired worker off. Bring this around here, and yeah, a pile of lime here should work fairly well for us and give us somewhere to refill. We're then able to get certainly field 13 done today, because that's the plan. But then we can have some lime down here if if this is too much, which I'm not expecting it to be. But if we need somewhere to put a little bit of extra to get field 14 done later, here is as good a place as any. So with a nice pile of lime there, let's take this tractor and trailer back up to the farm. We'll get our little spreader on the back, come back and fill that up. Actually, we'll fill it up at the farm, and then we'll come back down here and hopefully get lime across all of that field. I'm hoping I'm going to need manure before I need lime. So let's just park this trailer across here. We're not going to need to access field 1 at all, I don't think. Oh, I hope I have enough manure to do the rest of the fields. I think it's going to be quite a tough job, actually, to get all the manure across all of these fields. I'd say we've got 6 days to get 5 fields planted, but it's basically 6 days to get 5 fields manured and planted. We've got one of them done already, so it's 6 days to get 4 fields manured and planted. Let's not hit this too hard. and one of those fields limed as well. So the Massey is probably going to be running around planting stuff behind us while we're just desperately trying to keep the manure spreader supplied with manure until it runs out. So refill that. Oh, wow. And yeah. Jeez, that's right there. Oh, wow. Yeah, the reason that's right down is because that's where the back of the tractor is. This tractor, not overly happy about this. Yeah, I don't think this tractor is really able to do this because that has just sunk the back of that right down. This stuff is heavy. And yeah, it just doesn't do great like this. So we'll see how it goes. We're not catching the floor too much. With any luck, we should keep going. And we're still able to steer at least. I think it's just our arms have dropped. Okay, so our very weighed down back of the tractor is down here. I've left the engine on my other tractor. Let's go turn that off quickly before we get started. So turn that off there. And then head back to here. Now, how far is this going to go? I don't think we have I don't think it's a massive amount of lime that needs putting on here. Yeah, so we bring this up to take that down to 0.75 by the looks of things. Looks like it's fairly even across the whole field, which is always a good thing. I don't think I've got... Yeah, there we go. PTO hooked up. And... Oh, no, I haven't got the electric. This is quite difficult to see this. Right, let's try that. There we are. So away we go. Get a nice good spread, and we're not putting a huge amount of lime on this, but it should get us up to our target quite nicely. And if that's the case, this field should be optimized, ready to go in no time. Although, wow, we are down to 30%, 25%. We're not spreading much lime, but it's not going very far. This is going to require a lot of fill-ups. And this is why I bought the trailer full of lime down here. Oh, no, I missed. Because it's going to require a lot of fill-ups to do things. I'll clean that up in a moment once I move the tractor out of the way. But yeah, we're gonna need to be filling this up a lot, and if I was having to go back to the farm every time to do that, that would be way too much. The fact that we've got the bucket down here and a small pile of lime, I don't know how far this is going to go. I think we're going to need to grab another trailer full and get it down here, but that's fine. If we can keep just going with this and get this field sorted, that would be great. At the moment, it's a little bit concerning. That could do with a slight adjustment for this next bit. So we're actually going to be spreading more lime and going less distance. But I want to make sure that we optimize this field and get a gooder spread on here as we can. It's a lot of back and forth I'm doing at the moment. We are probably about halfway through our pile, I think. This is our 5th load that we're putting into the spreader. And it's not so much that it's not going very far or anything like that. It's purely that we're having to come back to our pile here on a very regular basis and refill. Jump back into here and head back out onto the field. You can see we're making good progress. We are onto our 3rd row, and this is where the field starts to thin a little bit. I am trying to adjust as I go the pH level. So at the moment we're doing 0.75, so it goes slightly further here. We got that blue patch there because I put a little too much on. and then it drops down and I adjust up. So we've got a couple of patches and bits where I just having to make little adjustments, and we're fairly good and keeping things pretty constant across. The manual adjustment though is quite a tricky thing to do, and as you can see, we're out again and going back to refill. So we're probably spending more time driving back, refilling at the edge of the field and then coming back than we are spreading, but we are making progress, and we should have this field done hopefully by the end of today. I've been umming and erring about whether to go and get a bigger spreader, and I think if we find ourselves not having completed this today, we may have to go and do that just to speed things up a little bit. So this is almost our last lot. We've got a little bit left there. It looks like a trailer full has got us roughly halfway through the field, which is not bad. But as I said, it's been lots of back and forth getting this reloaded and done. I'm going to get the last little bit of lime we've got here and put that into our spreader here, get ourselves to the halfway point, and then I think we're going to want to take, I think we might take this tractor actually, because it's a little bit faster than the 7610, back up to the main yard, grab another trailer full of lime and bring it back down here. We can leave the weight down here and that will be fine. But I do just want to see if this trailer full has got us halfway through this field. It's rather interesting because that means that the stones off field 13 and 14 have pretty much, or should pretty much do all the lime for field 13. For field 14, we're probably going to have to buy lime. And I think if we're going to buy lime like that, we're probably going to buy, or lease at the very least, a larger lime spreader. But yeah, look at that. We have passed the number on the field, which is normally roughly where the halfway point is. So quite happy with that. That has got us halfway through this field. We just need to go and get another trailer full of lime, and hopefully there's enough lime in our rock crusher to actually fill another trailer. So I left my trailer over here. As I said, I'm hoping that I wasn't going to have to fill up with lime before I filled up with manure, but that's not to be. So we'll hook this up and get this filled up with some more lime. Getting these fields ready, getting this wheat in. This is the big thing, and getting this field finished is the important bit of that. So we've got plenty of time to get everything else seeded. It's just that we've only got 2 days to get this wheat in, and it's gonna be a push. And this is the trouble, is there's so much to get done in so little time. And actually, it's only 12,000. I forgot it's 12,000 liters, not 14,000 liters in this. So yeah, we should have enough lime to finish this field, which I was a little bit worried about. That is good news. Now I just need to get this back down to the field, and a little 5640 here is struggling a bit with all this weight on the back. But we're back down to the field, and we can get this emptied out here and load it up. So tip that there. And yeah, with enough lime to finish this field, that is a very good thing. I really, really don't want to have to worry about whether we have enough to do this. As I said, I think we're probably going to have to buy some in to do field 14. Although, having said that, we just need to add a bit more water into our rock crusher. We're a long way from having crushed all the rocks that are in there. So there may yet be enough for field 14 as well. Let's get that back down. Disconnect that. We can get our weight back on the back. And then once that's on there, I can load this up again. I am very much looking forward to getting the Massey over here with the seeder on here next time. And getting that worry gone. It's just then getting field 12B. Well, it's then getting all of the manure spread. That's our next big thing. We've got lots and lots of fields, including 2 very large fields to do with that. And we're going to have to do a lot of back and forth just to keep that going. So, yeah, looking forward to managing that over the next few. Plus, as I said, field 14, that's going to need this lime as well. But I think we'll probably see if we can get another lime spreader for it. Or we could do it with this. I'd be interested to know what you guys think. Do you think we should give this a go on field 14, given field 14's huge size? I think it might still work. Just need to find a better way of doing it, really. The light is beginning to fade. It's come up to 6 o'clock. And we're probably about 3 refills from getting this done. I think we're only a couple of rows, maybe, which is great news. Just need to tip that. Oh, sometimes I just miss the edge and have to clear up from underneath. This time, yeah, lost a whole load, but we can get that cleared up fairly easily. Need a little bit more into here. And oh my lord. Yeah, depth perception, not my strongest suit in Farm Sim. Let's get that there and in. So that's all good. Yeah, it needs to be with 44% in my bucket every time. And that's how I know that I've filled everything up. Let's get back into this. We're going to turn some lights on here now. We'll get some work lights on. And yeah, look at this. The whole field is very nearly done. I'm quite pleased. Despite the amount of back and forth that we've had to do, it's been a very hands-on job as a result of that. It's something I can't just leave a hired worker to go and do. It has worked out pretty well. We've not had to spend any extra money on a new lime spreader or anything like that. We've managed to get majority of our field sorted. We're overdoing it a bit there, so let's turn that back down. And all in all, it's worked out pretty well, I think. We have 44% left in here, so let's get started on this final row here. And that will go fairly well. And yeah, we're going to get this done just as we lose the light. And, oh, no, up. Need to up it a little bit, not lower it. But yeah, look at that. 1 more load, maybe 2 more loads should do this. And get this field ready for getting the wheat in tomorrow and hitting our deadline, which is fantastic news. And while the Massey is in here doing this field, we can concentrate on getting the manure onto field 12B. If we can get that done tomorrow, then that's going to be great. We'll be able to then get the canola in the next day. And basically, we're going to play whack-a-mole with manure and seeds and try and get everything planted and done in the following 5 days. 5 days, 5 fields to get seeded. Can we manage it? I really, really hope so. Last little bit. Is this 19% in here going to be enough to do it? I think it is, actually. Whoa, let's lower that down. And, oh, how is that looking? What is our pH level like on here? Nitrogen. Okay, so we got a little bit there. That's all looking pretty good. I want to get that little section there done. We've got bad enough light to do it. We are taking it right up to the wire with the amount of light. Of course, the days start getting longer now as we get into March, so we should be able to achieve more in a day as a result. This here, though, needs a reload. Probably just a single bucket, I think. And I might go and try and sort those patches around the field that got missed as well with this, and just use up this little bit. But more than enough lime to get this field done. We are going to have plenty then, I think, to get field 14 done as well. And it's looking like that will probably take about the same amount of time. That is going to be a hard field to get ready for planting. Hence it being the last one we're going to do. And there we are. That has got all of that done. I'm quite happy with that. We've got a few patches around the field that I'd like to maybe just get sorted. All in all, though, this has gone well. We've managed to get this field lime. We've managed to get field 13 ready to go for next time. We'll get the seeds in here. We'll get the wheat into this field. We will start work on field 12B and see if we can get manure across all of that. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.